Hi guys, so are you fed up of society and being overworked and underpaid? I am. Now, I've been seeing a lot of videos on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram going viral of people who just want to live off the grid in a group of strangers or friends, whether that's remotely or just living and then they work in a society. The clips that you will see here are different ideas like mini houses, shacks, sheds, vehicles, shipping containers converted, and so on. Now, I'm one of the people that would really love to live off the grid in a forest or far out of society norms. As you will see coming up in a few of the images, there are small business ideas such as selling your own vegetables, eggs, making crafts, selling that on, turning the land into a glamping site, which would be a stream of income as well. In this day and age, everybody seems to be pressurizing our generation from 18 to 30s to want this specific life, overworked, underpaid, family, stress, a house, owning it all. But really, a lot of us just want the simplicity of a roof over our head, food, comfort, and friends around us, which the images on this video will show you. That being said, every time I see one of the videos that have gone viral, everybody in the comments are like, I'm well up for this, I'm well up for that. But no one actually makes the move to do it. Now, I want to be that area where people who are serious will come into my comments and reflect reality. Now, that being said, to do this, we will have to own land with planning permission. Whether that's land in a forest or a plot of land on a farm somewhere, or even if there would be enough people, and this is a big stretch, a little island somewhere. But if you can get 20 to 80 people to pool in as much money as they possibly can, buying land isn't that difficult, and then converting it together would be, well, content really for online as well. You could create your own society, own village, own rules, somewhere where you can be creative, free, and not judged by society. Not everybody wants to be overworked and underpaid and have the basic life of being tired and having to be forced to have kids just to have society's expectation of an image. Some of us just want a roof over our heads, people to have fun with, and comfort. Some of us want to make a living that's enough to live on, but not feel stressed about the job. Others want a high-striving job, but to come home to relaxation and a calm environment that doesn't have police cars, guns, and knife crime outside of it, or neighbours arguing outside the door in their dressing gowns. Great Britain for you people. As you'll see as the images go on, there are so many different ways you can do it, and different ideas and different plans. There are different ways you can spread it out, make it big, make it small, you can make it just homes or a business. But everybody has to agree. And if there is anybody out there who is wanting to do this and legit and isn't going to mess me around or lie, then I would really love to hear your ideas. What location would you go remote? Where and why? And how would you go remote? Would you do it completely remote? Would you have electricity? Would you just buy land and live the way you want to live? Would you call it remote? Personally, I think the best way to go about it is to buy a plot of land in a forest or somewhere quite remote, like an hour, 2 hours outside of a city or a town or a village. I feel like making your own business, such as glamping or a hotel or a cafe that will draw people in from the surrounding areas, give you an income while you can still live remote, is the best way to go about it. I also feel like, as you see in the images, everybody would have their own separate houses, possibly spread out if the land is big enough. You would still feel like you're living alone and remote, but still have the companionship of friends around you when you want to eat at dinner or do something during the day. I think that's a very important thing. Also, if it's people who are on the same board as you, who like the same things and want to live the same way, then you're going to gel really well and they may become your besties. Sometimes I look at my Pinterest board and I do wonder if I'm just completely daydreaming and this is never going to happen. But no, I think my dream life is living off-grid with a load of people, having a simple job, such as growing your own food and selling it on, or running a cafe, and being able just to be free without the constant pressure of the big, great house, the debt, student loans, mortgages. Like, what's the need of it, really? Like, that's what all the generations before us have fallen into, and why can't we be the ones who break out of society's pressured normalization of going into debt and depression?